Hey man, say man, it's your boy YNC, you heard me? You know what I do when I do it, you heard me? I'm brought to you today with the Game to Change podcast. I am YNC, my brother Trey,
What's the
and
word? What's the word? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
shout out to the Game Change Network. And what we got for you today is Game 7. How y'all feel about Game 7, man? You know there's a lot going on out there. You know, we live from outside. There's gonna be a lot of our content live from outside. We live from outside with it. By the pool yard. But yeah. With that being said, we're gonna jump into the Game 7 like that, you heard me? Trey, how you feel about that Game 7 today?
I always took, I always took the Spurs. You know, I think the Spurs gonna take it. Uh, I don't know if you paid attention, but your guy, Jay Will, I think every game that he done played, they lost.
Well, good thing Jay Will ain't playing today, you heard me? Good thing Jay Will ain't playing today. You know, shout out to Jay Will. He the second option on OKC. But you know what I'm with. You know what I'm with. You know what I'm with. YNC rolling with. Club Shay Shay, you heard me? Club Shay Shay. Shout out to Club Shay Shay. We ride with, we rolling with. Club Shay Shay. That's what we doing. Chet Holmes gonna have to do a little better. Hartenstein doing a good job with women, to be honest with you. You know, he's antagonizing them a little bit. They actually ruffling feathers with Castle right now. You know,
Hold on. So you don't think they kind of, bro? They kind of contradicting because y'all said that Castle be out there playing football, but ain't nobody saying nothing about Hartenstein, bro. Like y'all calling it rough and Wimby up, but y'all calling Castle out there playing football. Like I don't get it. Like why can't the Spurs play like the Thunder? And why can't the referees just stay out of this shit?
man, I think to be honest today, you know, I think it's gonna be a fair game. I think it's gonna be a fair game. You know, saying the last couple games been a little crazy, but that's only because we ain't been wanted the Spurs and OKC to go to Game 7. We all knew that. Everybody knew that. That's why that was an easy bet for Game 6 to say the Spurs was gonna win. That was hands down. But to all you sport bettors out there, bet your money on OKC today. Bet your money on OKC. Club Shay Shay. Club Shay Shay. Club Shay Shay. Usually Shay don't average more than 30 points. And I don't know why, but I guess it's just a thing for him. I guess 30 just his number. But today, Shay going over 30. Yeah. For sure, we get women by 20 and 12. Club Shay by 30 and 8 assists. Chet Holmes gonna have to do something, man. Like I said, Chet Holmes gonna have to do something. Chet Holmes gonna have to do something. Club Shay, I know he got it in him. I know he ready. I love the Spurs organization also. So shout out to the Spurs. But just seeing what Club Shay had with it and knowing what he gonna do, what he have done. 2-time MVP, won the ring last year. He already said in the podcast a little while ago that he wasn't actually happy with the ring because Tyrese Haliburton got hurt last year. So I know he's gonna come out and prove himself again this year to make sure all the doubters are proven wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? He's solidified. He's a certified champion. He's solidified. So yeah, New York Knicks ain't got no chance. OKC and Game 5. I'm gonna get a Knicks a great clear. I'm gonna give them one game. But really, I want to say Game 4. But Club Shay, we going all the way.
Man, hey, my question, hey, if that man ain't averaging 15 free throws, he ain't getting 30. So it really gonna depend on the referees, bro. Like,
I hate to cut you off, my boy. I don't like when people do Club Shay like that. I don't like when people do Club Shay like that. Club Shay, you must ain't been looking at the game, because in the regular season, they proved that Club Shay he literally put up 34. 4 free throws. He shot in the whole game. Everything else off the grid and grind. Mid-range. Look like Kobe Bryant, mid-range. He got 4 free throws. That was it. That was all. Everything else, 34 points. 4 points from the free throw line. Everything else was the grit and grind. Club Shay Shay can do it from anywhere on the court. He can do it from anywhere on the court. Club Shay Shay.
All right, so I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but this whole playoff, Shay ain't really been. He ain't been getting 30, cuz. Like Shay ain't been averaging 30.
Okay, he been averaging
like even when they played the Lakers, he didn't have 30 number one time. That was game 4.
He ain't need 30 when he gets the Lakers. That was an easy victory. You know it. You know it. The people know it.
But that man, he still was out there going 6 and 7 for 20. Like he was trying to score. It's just the defense. I guess this is what I can say. I think that some people, I ain't gonna say everybody, some people have figured out how to play defense on Shay. And now since they have put such a magnifying glass on the foul baiting and stuff like that, if he don't get fouls, he's not getting 30. Like I'm telling, like if I guarantee tonight, if he don't have more than 10 free throws, I don't see him getting 30.
Oh man, cut it out, man.
I don't see him getting 30.
Cut it out, man. What did Kanye West say to Charlie, man? You ain't got the answer, Trey. You ain't got the answer. Club Shay Shay in game 7. Club Shay Shay going for a 35 or better today. Club Shay Shay with 8 assists. Cause you talking about he ain't really been averaging 30. If you looked it up, he ain't been had to put up 30 all the time. Cause you still getting high numbers in assists. Shay usually don't have no double-double in the regular season. He been getting double-doubles against the Spurs this year. So what's going on? So what's really going on? And with De'Aaron Fox questionable right now, that's a problem for the Spurs because we seen with game 1 and game 2 with De'Aaron Fox out of the game, Castle looked like Russell Westbrook from OKC in the beginning, early on in his career. Turnover. Let me get that out. Turnover. Let me get that from you. Turnover.
So hold on. So we ain't gonna. You know the series tied, right? 3-3. You know that, right? So what have OKC been doing to lose the game?
I mean, they got a guy named Wimmy out there.
That's it. Because what I'm saying is, the question that I'm asking is, you saying that Castle, from game 1 and game 2 when he averaged the 20 turnovers, I don't even think Castle done had 3 turnovers a game. Now that could be because De'Aaron Fox and Harper is back. That could be why. But I think Castle is learning real time. He going through the motion real time. So I think that man gonna have a good game tonight. I actually think Castle is gonna be the one that winning the series. Like, yeah, women gonna have a big game, but I'm telling you, I think Castle is gonna be the one that be that game changer. Last game it was Vassell. Vassell didn't let off. He didn't let the gas off at all. Like, Vassell was blocking shit, he was whooping shit, and that nigga was hitting threes, timely baskets. Vassell was doing all that. So I really think that I think it's Castle game. It gotta be his game. We ain't really seen a big game from Castle, and like I said, I think he learning real time. I think he gonna have a big game tonight.
What's up out there? Nick Man TV, what's up, man? What's up?
What's going on?
Trey think that the Spurs gonna take game 7. YNC say OKC gonna take game 7. He say the alien, I say young Kobe. Mid-range game. Deadly. Mid-range game. Deadly. We're going to the middle. You a smart man.
Hold on. Back to your comment. Back to your comment about him having a double-double. Shea ain't averaging a double, and I don't think he done had a double number like 1 or 2 times. And in those games that he had a double in, I think they lost. Cause
I didn't say he was averaging a double. I said he had a double against the Spurs. And as I said again, he gonna have a double again tonight, more than likely.
If he have a double, the Spurs are winning.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
And this is why I said it. I said it because if he's passing the ball, that means he's not scoring. I would rather let everybody else beat me than let Shea beat me. If Shea beat me, like I said, Shea going for 17 free throws. If they lose this free throw battle, then yeah, OKC winning.
OKC winning regardless. You got the MVP versus the defensive player of the year. That's very intriguing, like I said from the beginning. But you call MVP for a reason. It said most valuable player. And they were more valuable player. That's what they do. They show up in Game 7 on the biggest stage of them all. Michael Jordan did. Kobe Bryant did. That's what they do. They show up on the biggest stage of them all. That's what
you know you lied, cuz. You lied. You know that, right?
That's what MVP do. They show up on the biggest stage of them all.
If he lose this shit, you know you lied. You comparing that man to MJ and Kobe, bro.
I ain't comparing MJ and Kobe. I said that what MVPs do. They show up on the grand stage of them all. Kevin Durant did. Just Shea time to do it. And actually, Shea already proven that he can do it. He did it last year. So, he already proven that he can do it. All he got to do it one more time. Because we know the New York Knicks season ain't going to no Game 7.
Yeah.
They're not even close.
Now, that's what I can say. I can say whoever come out there West, that's who I'm going for the championship. I don't think the Knicks got a chance.
So we know it. So we know the Spurs or OKC isn't going back to Game 7. They're going to be the only Game 7. All you got to do is get through the hump. With that being said, why OKC going to be at the house. They got home court advantage. And Club Shay, you like to show out at home. Club Shay, you like to show out at home.
He like to show out at home. What happened Game 1, Chuck?
Man, Game 1 was a snooze. Let's be honest. Game 1 was a snooze.
17 free throws. The refs would help. Like, come on, we both can make excuses, nigga.
All in all, little Shay gonna take it home, and Shay gonna show why he's the MVP of this year too, because they're gonna be very intriguing to even see him win a Game 7 against a top competitor like the Spurs without your second option on the team. And
I was just about to say that. I'm glad that you said that. No, my bad for cutting you off. If they win this series, do you bring J-Dub back?
I would, because he did everything in the playoff before he got hurt. True enough. So he deserved the recognition of playing in the last 4 games, last 4 to 5 games. Actually, like I said, I'm gonna get a Knicks a great period of 1 game. So he get the privilege of playing in the 4 to 5 games series against the Knicks. But I wish he would have played this year, because they're gonna need him out there. But like I said, with Jay Will, women get better looks on the court with Jay Will than he do with Shea. I feel. I strongly still believe that Jay Will help women game. Not women. Chet Holden. He helped Chet Holden game out a lot. He helped Chet Holden get the better spots and get better shot percentage than Shea do. But all in all, Chet Holden's going to have to be a dog tonight. That's just what it's going to come down. So you're going to have to be a dog, because letting Vassell block your ball, that shouldn't even happen last game. In Game 6, he should have been dunked on, hands down. He should have been posterized. We should have seen him on ESPN in the morning.
If you're a betting man, I'm taking Chet fantasy under. Um, but I don't think, like I said, every time, like ever since y'all done brung J Dub back, every game that y'all done brung him back, y'all done lost. I don't, and now that's not saying that he's not a good player, or that's not, I'm not saying that it makes the Thunders worse. What I'm saying is the camaraderie, the togetherness the chemistry that they didn't build without J Dub, they play better. Yeah, J Dub will come out there and give you 15, shooting 5 for 15. That's taking 10 shots from other guys who've been on fire. So I don't think bringing him back is a good thing, especially if he gonna be on minute restriction, especially if he can only play so much. Like, he's not somebody who can just come in, catch fire, and he's not one of those players, but he's a role player. He's a number 2. So, like, with that hamstring that he got messed up, like, it's best for him to just sit it out. The team is playing good. It ain't like they playing bad. They playing good. And the people that, like AJ Mitchell or not, like the people who's coming in, they're playing good. Don't take shots from them guys and they already in a rhythm to try to get somebody who's 60-70% trying to get them in the rhythm. Like, you taking away from your team now. So that's why I said I would just sit him down. If he's not 100%, bro, to where they can go out and shoot around in the gym and stuff, and he can get some type of camaraderie chemistry with that team, because you can tell on the court when they play, like, it's really none. Because he haven't been playing. They just, if he healthy, he's just getting thrown in the lineup. I don't really think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's good for the team, because you're taking away that momentum from them role players who was coming in playing good. Case and Wallace, all them, like, they're playing good. Lead them people their minutes, man. Sit Jay Will ass down and go from there, bro.
I wanna shout out production. I appreciate you posting that picture up there for me. Okay, as you can see, OKC won the first time. The Spurs won the second time. And it's an up in the air thing tonight. So you say, Trey. I say OKC got the game. But you say it's an up in the air thing tonight. Well, you don't really say it's up in the air. You said the Spurs win. So, like I said, if you look at the picture from production, you got OKC won in 2012. You got the Spurs took it in 2014. Okay, 2026, OKC is back at the house. OKC is back at the house.
But what you smiling for? What, you feeling good or something?
OKC is back at the house.
Man, hey, I hope Jay will play.
I'm not surprised if Shea don't go off for 50 today. Make a statement on the Spurs and let them know.
The only way he would go off for 50, bro, he would need 15 free throws, cuz.
The Spurs beat OKC in the regular season 3-1. Okay, in the NBA playoffs, they are 3-2. It come down to one game. The regular season is out of the picture. You beat us in the
come down to the ref, cuz.
It come down to one game. You beat them in the regular season 3-1. In the playoff, we 3-3. It come down to one game.
If Shea have more than 4 free throws in the first quarter, cuz the Spurs lose.
The Spurs losing no matter what. The Spurs losing if Shea don't take no free throws. If Shea get 50 points off grit and grind with no free throws, they lose. If Shea go out there and get free throws, they lose. It's an understatement. OKC is winning the NBA finals.
Hey, you know what? You a bet, man. You about to go put your money on OKC, huh?
My money going on OKC today.
Every time I done told you what I tell you, I said, bro, go bet the opposite of what you thinking, cuz. Then I said it. I have told you that. Every time you done went and bet it, bro, I said, bro, go bet the opposite of what you are thinking.
Yeah, he used to say that, y'all. He used to say that, but we know the truth today. Y'all know the truth out there. Y'all know the truth out there. It's OKC for the day. Uh, I think I want to share some insight on the game breakdown. I want to say OKC gonna win quarter one. I want to say OKC gonna win the first half. For all you bettors out there, I want to say that the Spurs is a chance they might win the third quarter, and OKC gonna go ahead and close it out. So OKC to win the first quarter, OKC to win the first half, and Spurs to win the third quarter, and OKC go ahead and close them out in the fourth.
You know who normally wins the third quarter wins the game, right?
Not typically, because if you notice,
How's that not typical, bro? Like, Chuck, come on,
man. I'm sure you saw the game one, the New York Knicks and the Cavaliers, when the Cavaliers put up almost 30-some points, over 30-some points in the third quarter, and the Knicks only put up, I think, 12 points in the whole quarter, then come back the fourth quarter.
You the only one believed in the Cavs, cuz.
Yeah, I did. I truly did. I truly did.
You the only one believed in the Cavs, cuz. Well, I'm saying, look, hold on, hear me out. Look at them Golden State Warriors when they be losing at halftime. What people say, they come out and win the third quarter. I mean, just that's any game, that's any basketball game. Whoever come out and win the third quarter, bruh, a team that making a fucking 30-point comeback, money, that ain't happening every day. So let's just stop happening. Let's just stop talking right now. Let's go in. That comes like right now, like there was just some shit that's going to happen. Percentage. I'm going off percentages. If you was to look at basketball percentages, whoever wins the third quarter, 9 times out of 10 wins the game. You just said the Spurs was going to win the third quarter. Normally, that third quarter momentum carries to the fourth quarter. So you really think that if they do got a 15, 20-point lead, whatever lead that they got in the third quarter with the momentum, you think they're going to blow that shit?
Like I said, OKC win the first quarter, they win the first half. Spurs win the third quarter, OKC take them out of their misery in the fourth. That's how I see that's going. I want to say this before we switch topics. I want to say this. Who do you feel, Trey, had the best series so far in the NBA playoffs?
What you mean, series? Like, you talking about like individual player?
No, not individual player, as in a team organization. Who do you feel has the best series so far? Me, I got to go with the Magic and Detroit Pistons. That series was phenomenal. Shout out to Cade Cunningham and shout out to Pablo Banchero.
Yeah, I'm going with that series too. Like, I think they actually played defense. They actually that game 7 was that was a real game 7. Like you can tell that they wanted to win.
That game there went to the core. And a lot of their game went to overtime with the Magic and Detroit Pistons. And for number 8 seed to take a number 1 seed all the way to game 7 in the way that they did, that was real good. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, wasn't nobody expecting the Magic to do nothing like that. So, I mean, if I'm the Magics, what you doing this off season? Like what you think? What you thinking? Like, what should they be doing this off season if you the Magics?
It's hard to say because actually, to be honest, but first and foremost, I want to say Frank Wagner need to get more healthy. I think we'll focus strong on getting them healthy for the next series because had Frank Wagner been at 100%, I truly think that the Magic would have put out the Detroit Pistons with Frank Wagner at 100% because what Pablo did alone by himself in game 7 was phenomenal. And it was phenomenal. And I think he did not have a push from Desmond Bain in Game 7. Desmond Bain was a no show in Game 7. That was bad. But Fred Wagner is his second option. Desmond Bain is his third option. So Desmond Bain has been showing up.
Well, you got all these moving pieces this offseason, man, and you feel like Desmond Bain didn't do his part. Can you see them moving Desmond Bain?
Nah, I wouldn't move Desmond Bain. Like I said, Desmond Bain.
He's on a max contract.
He did great. He did great in the playoffs. I only said he didn't good. He didn't show up Game 6 and 7. But for the most part, the rest of the game, he did real good in the playoffs. So I don't see them moving him. I just think we need to work on him being more consistent in the big moment. But like I said, had Fred Wagner been healthier, I think that there would have been another way. And shout out to Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson knocked down some big shots in that series. He hit some big shots in that series. And sometimes, when you got a shooter like that, what you can do is they're going to shoot. They're just going to shoot.
Man, nigga, play defense, not a ball. Don't let them catch it.
You can't say that because, okay, you saw Klay Thompson. They be right up to Klay Thompson's eye.
With this Duncan Robinson, you talking about Duncan Robinson and Klay Thompson. Two different people, man. No, don't do that. Do not do that.
A shooter shoot. That's their job.
Nigga, we talking about cinnamon toast crunch to cornflakes. Nigga, stop. chill out, man. I'm talking about some fucking Duncan Robinson, Klay Thompson, boy.
So
what I'm saying is, if anything, I would want Duncan Robinson to catch the ball and put it on the floor. Klay Thompson don't give a fuck if you in his face, wherever he at on the floor. When he went for that 60, like, bruh, he didn't give a fuck. He was just shooting that bitch. Duncan Robinson ain't doing that, man.
Okay. Well, shout out to Duncan Robinson. He made some big boy shots in that series. They got them over the top, put them over the Magic, and send the Magic on to the house. So shout out to Duncan Robinson, made some big boy plays. But as I stated from the beginning, also their regular season, Detroit Pistons need some help. They need some help. They need some solid more shooters because Duncan Robinson's not gonna be able to make all those shots on his own. So they need at least like 2 more knockdown shooters. And for Jalen Duran, he's eligible for a max contract this year. He can get a 5-year, $275 million. I don't think he's getting it. I'm beyond me personally. I don't care. They talking about Young. I'm not giving him that. He have not displayed anything to show that you want to give him that kind of money. He have not at all. And for you to be the second option on Detroit Pistons, no. For what you did, no. Not at all. No.
All right, now I agree with that. I always have said when it came out, I think the best thing that Detroit can do is a sign and trade. That'll be the best option for them. And I heard this from KG and Paul Pierce podcast. They came up with this idea, and I thought it was a pretty dope idea. Sign and trade Jalen Duran to the Lakers, and Detroit get Austin Reeves. That's Cade number 2. Austin Reeves is in a defensive system. Luka get his lob threat and Jalen Duran. I think it works for both teams.
Then that mean you lead Detroit Pistons as a defensive anchor chip in the paint as a liability.
See, that tells that you don't watch basketball, because while Jalen Duran was in the playoff bullshitting, they had Beef Stew out there and they had Paul Reed. Everybody was saying Paul Reed should actually be fucking starting because he was out there giving you double-doubles in 10 minutes. So you can afford to lose Jalen Duran, and you still have Beef Stew. He's a stretch big in a defensive anchor. And you have Paul Reed, who pretty much is an energizer. So you really ain't losing nothing. You ain't. So I think Detroit will be okay. And you also have to take into account Tobias Harris. He's a free agent. I don't know who else a free agent. I know for sure Tobias Harris is a free agent. So that $20 million that they got on their contract on him is coming off. So they still have a little cap space. So
if I was Detroit Pistons right now, if I was Detroit Pistons, yeah, I saw a post the other day that Detroit Pistons is highly anticipating trying to get Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is an offensive and defensive threat, no matter what team he's on. And by defense, the Detroit Pistons known for being a defensive team with Cade Cunningham running the offense. And to be honest, if you think about it like that, they really ain't no different from that Chicago Bulls team. Jerry Rose ran the offense, but they were the defensive anchor chip team. So with a Kawhi Leonard added to a Detroit Pistons, that would be phenomenal. I can agree with that 100%. That'd be very.
So your analogies be cool, but you compare Luol Deng to a fucking Kawhi Leonard. Stop, bro. Like the Bulls team, like you was cool with the Bulls team, but you should have compared this Detroit Pistons when it's only Cade to that Chicago Bulls team when it was only D Rose. With them adding Kawhi would make them a way better team than that Derrick Rose team, bro.
Of course.
Your analogy was wrong.
No, that's when they get Kawhi Leonard. As of right now, it's very simple. Derrick Rose ran the offense for the Bulls. Cade Cunningham running the offense for Detroit, and they both are defensive teams.
That's the team now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And I said they're trying to pursue.
You just said adding Kawhi to Detroit would make them a defensive anchor chip. What up? And you said it would make them like the Bulls with Derrick Rose. I just said
it make them like the Bulls. I said they're similar. I said the play style is similar to the Bulls, but adding Kawhi Leonard, that will put them over the top. They are trying to get Kawhi Leonard currently now. They do not have Kawhi Leonard currently at this moment. So with that being said,
what? I'm gonna just sit here and say I think we saying the same thing. I'm gonna just leave it at I think we saying the same thing. Your ass is going all around the world when you don't got to. Cade Cunningham, the team that they having right now, with Cade Cunningham running everything, he don't have no help. Everybody can sit and say Derrick Rose, that Bull team with Joakim Noah and Luol Deng, people can say that Derrick Rose ran that team. He didn't have no help. If Detroit was to add Kawhi to that team, which I think the only way that they could add him, they would have to trade for him because he's still under contract. Now, a sign and trade with Jalen Duren for Kawhi, I never thought about that, but that sounds good. I know who I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up Ausar.
Oh no, Ausar Thompson. Oh no,
Ausar.
Oh no,
Ausar and Cade is untouchable. Everybody else you can fucking get. Ausar and Cade is untouchable.
No, I wouldn't say that. Duncan Robinson, he needs to be untouchable. Due to
the fact you crazy as fuck. You stupid as a motherfucker. What? Duncan Robinson is untouchable. You think you can't find a fucking shooter?
But
nigga, listen to me. The nigga from the Lakers, the left hand, the shooter that had the big playoff, he's a free agent. Nigga, if Duncan Robinson gone, nigga, I'm picking him up. Like that's what I'm saying. You can't say that Duncan Robinson is untouchable. Everybody can damn near shoot these days, Chuck. You can't say Duncan Robinson is a Klay Thompson. Like, don't stop doing that shit. Just because you seen that man catch fire 1 or 2 times don't mean that he's an elite shooter. Like, don't do that, bro. You comparing him and you looking at him wrong, bro. He's not like that.
Okay.
That nigga is a role player. That's it.
Okay. Well, we can agree to disagree, but we can for sure say Ashir Thompson and Cade Cunningham is untouchable. That's hands down. I say one way Ashir Thompson can help Detroit next year. Him and his brother, Amen Thompson, they both get in the lab with lethal shooter or somebody who is a certified sniper, and develop a better jump shot and add the rhythm of an actual shot, so they can get a consistent with a shot. because they shot the
Hey,
nigga
to
bad.
to keep to keep it a buck, bro. It can be this simple for a Sar Thomas. That nigga is what 6'7", 6'8", bro. Just develop a turnaround jump shot. That's it.
Ain't nobody gonna continue to let a Ashur Thompson get to the hole. They're not gonna let that happen every game.
Chuck,
Gonna
oh
have
my
he
fucking God, bro, where's your basketball knowledge, bro? This is what we be having problem with. You okay? So you saying that Kobe turnaround mid range is him getting to the basket, bro? That's two different things.
No, hey, listen. It took Kobe time to develop that shot. When Kobe came in, his first couple years in the NBA, he didn't have that
Bro,
shot. It took him time to
where
develop that shot.
Kobe developing that shot got to do with Asar Thomas developing that shot? You just said ain't nobody gonna let Asar Thomas get to the basket every time, nigga. You just said this is what Yojo. Two things that you said. Ain't nobody gonna let Asar Thomas get to the basket, and you just said he have to develop a jump shot. I just said he really don't have to put so much focus in developing a jump shot, because if you look at how people play them, they play that nigga. Shit, they be below the free throw line. They let him take that free throw line jump shot. So if you develop a back to the basket mid-range jump shot, they have to guard you, nigga.
So do you think he'll be able to? Do you think he'll be able to learn that?
And with them losing Jalen Duran, there was space to floor. Well, I don't know if they're gonna lose him. I would want them to sign and trade him. So that would really clear the paint for Asar Thomas to be out there, because he will be surrounded by fucking shooters.
So do you think Ashur Thompson can learn that shot that you want him to learn by next year?
Yes, it's a mid-range shot, bro. It's a turnaround jump shot, Chuck. That would be way more easier than him going in the gym shooting thousands and thousands of threes, bro. It would be way easier, because it's an easier shot, and he got the height over everybody. It's just easier for him. He's long, he's lengthy, he's quick. Like it just would be a better shot for. Look at him versus Donovan Mitchell. Like, he's shooting right over him.
Yeah.
So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's mostly small guards in the league. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say they small. They about 6'5", 6'6". He's 6'7" with a longer wingspan, bro. He's damn near like Mikal Bridges. Mid-range jump shot, bro. Turnaround mid-range is all he needs to develop to have him like a threat. Actually, if they can get him to average about a 12 points, bro, that's good for him. Cause he get you 2 steals, 1 block. So he gonna get you them extra possessions. He'll get you 5 assists, 6 assists. He gonna get you 9 rebounds. But that's 12, 9, and 5. With 2 steals, 1 block. Like, that's okay for him. We ain't asking him to be a number 2 or a number 3. We need him to be a defensive player. So a defensive player averaging over 10 points, nigga, that is good in the NBA, bro. So we ain't looking for a star to be no fucking all-star. That's what you got Cade for. We ain't looking for him to be no offensive threat. We don't want him to be no offensive liability. It's a difference. We don't want him to be an offensive threat. We just don't want him to be an offensive liability.
Okay, I see Nick Madden TV. He said Kawhi Leonard basically on the bench resting. He basically saying that he's just like at this point in his career, he's just like an Anthony Davis. Man, oh Lord.
But I like I ain't gonna lie, I do like the Kawhi to Detroit. That was one I ain't never seen. That ain't bad. I like that.
I just feel like it'll solidify Detroit a lot, because that takes the ball out of Cade's hands sometimes. Because Cade can never really play off the ball, because nobody on his team can handle the ball long enough for him to actually do back picks or check screens or run around and catch a jump and shoot shot like Steph. Because Cade can shoot, but you don't see that ability from Cade a lot, because Can't nobody handle the ball long enough for him to do anything else besides to handle the ball. And with Kawhi Leonard add to the team, like I said, Kawhi can handle the ball. Kawhi can dribble. Kawhi can post up. Kawhi can shoot three. Kawhi can go to the middle. Kawhi can do everything that you want a superstar to do because he is a superstar. So they give Cade Cunningham way more time to do other stuff on the basketball court.
All right, so Nick, man, from where I heard KG and Paul Pierce on their podcast was Jalen Duran signed and trade with the Lakers for Austin Reeves. They feel like it's a good fit. Well, I feel like it's a good fit because Austin Reeves is a number 2. He can take the pressure from off Cade, and everybody's saying that he's a defensive liability, so you put him on a defensive team. You can hide one defensive liability. You can't hide 2, 3. So you put him on a defensive team, you know what I'm saying? He'll be like a Steph. You just hide him. You hide him and you surround him with defense. Now, as far as the center position, they still got Paul Reed. He in the playoff, he came in where he was averaging about 10, 15 minutes. In them 10, 15 minutes, the man was averaging 10 and 7. With the BS that Jalen Duran was doing this playoff, everybody thought that he the one that should have got his minutes. So with that being said, plus them still having Beef Stew, you know what I'm saying? He's a stretch big in a defensive anchor. They ain't really losing a center. They ain't really losing a big. But you bringing in Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves, you know, he's a 20 night scorer. He's a free throw merchant. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you 5 rebounds. He'll give you 5 assists. So you really ain't losing from the team. You know what I'm saying? He's still a assist type, you know. He'll get the team involved type of player. So it ain't like he's an ISO player or nothing like that that'll take away from Cade. So I think Austin Reeves with Detroit I think that's a great fit, honestly, for both ways.
I don't think Austin Reeves need to go to the defense here. That's just me personally. I like Austin Reeves on the Lakers. You know, he well, I ain't gonna try to like him on the Lakers. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like him on the Lakers no more either. Because like I said, Luka.
So where do you like Austin Reeves?
Well, Luka, like as I stated, Luka is a liability on defense also. So you got your backcourt the liability on defense. That's very terrible, to be honest with you. And yeah, I like the way that Trey stated. You can hide one defensive liability, but you can't hide 2 or 3. So that's accurate.
So what I'm asking, what you don't like about Austin Reeves in Detroit?
I just
think of some bullshit real quick. Go ahead.
I just think, man.
Or we still playing 2K. You want to see Jaylen Brown in Detroit?
No, not at all. Jaylen Brown, shout out to Boston. That's my team. Jaylen Brown,
not Jaylen Brown. Not Jaylen Brown. My bad. You want to see Ja Morant in Detroit?
Not at all. Not even close. Ja Morant needs to be around.
I got it. You want to see AD in Detroit?
No, not at all. Anthony Davis need to retire.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Cade need a number 2. He don't need a number 1. He need a number 2.
Yeah, he need a Kawhi Leonard, somebody who can help him on both ends of the ball.
And arguably, Kawhi's still a number 1.
Yes, Kawhi is a number 1. That's hands down. But Kawhi know how to play his position because he played under Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili. So he willing to take the back seat and do the.
So that was before the championship, cuz before he was the championship in Toronto. That before that, every other team that this man went to, he have been the number 1 option.
Yes,
you think that man about to go anywhere and take a back seat, bro?
With the age difference of the Cade and Kawhi Leonard, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind being a second option to Cade Cunningham.
And I'm just going off speculation of what people say about Kawhi. This man didn't sign because he wanted a motherfucker to pay for his Uncle Jet and all this weird shit. You think he's willing to take a fucking back seat?
That's the only way.